Eddie V here with KUCR at NAMM 2019. Standing here with Ivy and Tycoon Percussion. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great. I love drums, so thank you for taking a moment to talk. Where's Tycoon based?
We're based out of Thailand. So everything is manufactured out of Thailand and then we distribute globally.
And I noticed a lot of the drums are like Afro-Latin drums, Latin diasporic drums, but you guys are based in Thailand. How did that kind of come to be?
Well, Thailand's known for having really great resources, especially with wood, and we have really great craftsmen. And so we just decided that, Latin percussion would be a really great line for us to get into. Tycoon actually started off with manufacturing guitars, and over time we just found a demand for Latin percussion, and not a lot of people who were supplying it and doing a good job. So, we just decided to take on the line, and we've been doing that for 30 years.
So even though they're both musical instruments like guitars and drums, for drums it's a completely different world. How did the company go about finding the methods and the knowledge to build the drum?
To build the drum? Yeah, so basically our founder is a musician, and once we saw the demand for creating hand percussion, he just kind of did a lot of research on it, split open a drum, studied it from the inside, and just started creating machines to make the different parts for it. It was just a lot of research, development, and just, trial and error.
So he's a musician, but also an instrument maker, and fell into making drums. What's that person's name?
Steven.
Steven? Is he still with us?
He is here, but...
Cool. Cool, yeah. So tell us about what's new with you guys.
So the new product this year, we have our newest Master Palette series. And one of the things that Tycoon's known for is our hand-finished drums. So a lot of the finishes that we have, they're crafted one by one, so no two will ever look alike. So this is one of those. This is hand-painted by our skilled craftsmen at the factory. And one of these takes a very long time to do. It was a lot of testing and everything, but the result is beautiful and the colors are gorgeous.
They're each hand-painted? So is it safe to say that each one is unique?
Every single one is unique. So you'll never get the same drum.
And how many artists are actually doing the painting?
So we have one master crafter for each finish. They're kind of like the master person there, and then they have a team of about 2 to 3 different people, and they take time to train them how to do it, and then they just kind of...
So how long would it take to finish one tumbadora?
This, probably about a day. It's a lot of drying, painting, so...
From start to finish, from building it, putting it together? Yeah.
So the way we do it is we have different sections in the factory. So we start from the beginning where the wood is cut, and then the wood is put together, and then once it becomes a shape, it gets sanded, and then the insides get done. So the Conga shells move through its own production line, and then at the end it gets finished, depending on whatever finish it is, in its own department.
And you said you guys have your own natural resources, meaning your wood.
So our wood is sourced from an environmentally friendly farm. It's from a plantation in Thailand, and they basically cut down the trees every 7 to 10 years, and then they replant them. So Tycoon's actually a very green company. We're very responsible when it comes to the environment, and we don't cut down from forests. We don't bring in woods that are sourced from natural environments. Everything is sourced from plantations, and we want to make sure that everything that gets cut is replanted. So that's a very big thing for us at Tycoon.
What is the name of the wood?
It's a rubber wood.
It's called rubber wood?
Wood. In Thailand we call it Siam oak wood. Yeah. So 90% of our drums are made from Siam oak. Yeah.
And I see next in the series you have a cajon right here. Similar art.
Yeah. Same. So this series, every series that we have, basically comes in congas, bongos, djembe, and cajon. Yeah.
What is the name for this series again?
Master Palette series, like an artist palette.
Right on. When it comes to hand drums, I'm always personally, because I'm also a drummer, I like to think about the wood, the weight, the skin. About how much does one of these weigh?
Oh, I don't know. You can try and pick it up.
I'll pass. What about the skin? What kind of skin is that?
That's a water buffalo.
Okay, kind of like it's a standard.
Yeah, standard. Standard. Our signature series comes with calf skin, so it's a bit like milkier in color and it's a little bit thicker. So it just depends on the artist's preference, what they like to play.
True. What else do we got? What else you got?
Intercontinental series cajons.
Say it again.
Intercontinental series, and basically all the woods are from different areas of the world. So this is an African solid wood with a Finnish front plate. This one is an Indonesian solid wood body with a Finnish front plate. And then this is a Finnish pine with a Finnish birch front plate. And they're all solid wood bodies and all Finnish birch front plates.
So this is not from your stash of trees. You guys went out and did something a little different.
So we do bring in stuff internationally as well. We like having wood sourced from different parts of the world, but wherever we do source them, we source them from responsible places. So places that also have plantations, or places that also, different countries that also kind of do the same thing that we do with our wood.
Right on. I mean, I think that's a lovely model that, as drummers, it's important because now you make a lot of drums that are made from fiberglass, and it's not wood. And in a way, is that better or not? The fact that you guys source your own wood for the most part, or work with ethical suppliers, I think means a lot to the consumer. Do you guys see a response from a certain community of people that buy your instruments, or interest from certain places in the world for this type of instrument?
Yeah, definitely. I think people who know about it really respect that, and they really love us for it. But it's not something that we go around kind of touting. It's always been a part of our company culture. And from the very beginning, from when our founders started this company, they always said we're only gonna source wood from responsible places and from ethical kind of resources. And
where does that come from, you think? Why is it that especially when the company started in that era, why was Steven already thinking like that?
I think because he comes from, we live in Thailand, we're based out of Thailand, and Thailand is so green, and it's beautiful. It's got loads of forest, a lot of nature, and throughout the years, we've kind of noticed it diminishing, as I'm sure you see everywhere in the world. And just kind of seeing that, you just kind of realize, if nobody does their part, then nothing's going to change, and eventually we're going to kill everything. So, that we want to kind of do our part in kind of promoting that, if you play Tycoon, you're playing an ethically sourced drum, this should be a part of our daily life, our daily work, and it hopefully is a part of their daily,
Yeah, and it's true, as I look around your booth, all I see is beautiful drums, and nowhere are you actually promoting the fact that it's ethically sourced. So I think, much respect, you guys just do it for the music, but you have a method, and the method is conscious.
Absolutely.
Right on. We're loving it. And these drums, Ivy, tell us a little bit about this series.
So this series is made in collaboration with one of our artists and educators, Kalani Das. He's been in the industry for a very long time. He's a big educator. He does a lot with schools, education. Recently, we've been wanting to work a little bit more within education and promoting our products to schools. Music education is very important. And so with Kalani, we decided to come out with this line, and it's called the World Rhythms Sets. And they're basically sent into schools for teachers to kind of teach children with them. So we have the West African set, which is right here. We have the Caribbean set, and then we have the Brazilian set. And that's basically it.
Is this also sourced from the same wood that you guys? Yeah, and what was the different approach? How did these go to become more of an educational tool? What is it about them?
I think it's just making them a little bit more compact, a little bit easier to ship, a little bit more comprehensive. We sell hundreds and hundreds of products. So when it comes to classrooms, sometimes it helps the teachers to be able to put a set together and just be this is a comprehensive Caribbean set for you. And it has congas, bongos, cajons, and you can pretty much teach everything within these products. And it just helps them. So we basically created these 3 sets. And it also comes with a learning method. Yeah, and Kalani basically goes around and teaches them. So it's kind of a collaboration on all parts.
This is available individually. Do you guys sell this as a set?
Sell them as a set
You do for educators.
for educators, yes. But they're also available individually if parents or teachers or anyone wants to buy them for themselves or for their own classrooms.
Yeah, because looking at them, they look beautiful. They look like they are, and they are instruments. They just are a little bit smaller. Like the congas are smaller, the dun-duns are nice and compact. So it seems like the only compromise was just made them a little smaller.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of the small stuff, kids stuff that you see in the market, it's all toys, and they don't sound great, they don't feel great, they don't look great, and so, we think like music is something that's taught and should be taught at a young age, and kids should be able to play really high quality stuff too, so that when they get older, they kind of understand like this is how it's supposed to sound, this is what the pitch is like, and we just want to give them that opportunity. So this stuff is made from the exact same raw materials, the same workers, the same quality. Everything is exact same. It just is made a little bit more compact for children.
Being that we're a radio station at a university, how would an institution reach out to Tycoon for these products?
So we work together very closely with Hal Leonard. They are our distributor, and they work also a lot with educational stuff. So if anyone wants to get in touch, you can either get through our artist program, which we also do educational stuff, or you can go directly through Hal Leonard. It just depends. If you're living in the States, it might be easier to just contact Hal directly, or like I said, we also have a team that does this kind of stuff, so we could also put you through and work something out.
Right on. Well, thanks so much for your time. We appreciate you. NAMM 2019 here with Tycoon. Peace.